Welcome to my channel. I am Mrs. R, and if you find me on TikTok, then you may know me as Mrs. R Bookish or Make Rose Arts. But here, this is Mrs. R's Books and Things, and so welcome. Today, I'm going to just do a quick book haul with you and share with you some of the books that I've gotten most recently and tell you a little bit about them and why I am excited to read them. So, let's dive in. Make Rose Arts, depending on where you find me. But I am basically a bookish maker, and so today I'm coming to, well, not a firefighter, but a firefighter. There are stripes of white out, got a little bit of sun, so I have my shades on. And the other book that I'm reading is The Housemaid by Frida. All right. So the first book that I picked up is The Sword of Kagan. Now the thing about me is I'm not fully a fantasy reader or a sci-fi reader yet, but I want to be. I really want to be into all these things. The reason why is because the adventures, they seem so fun. And I did read the Blood and Ash series. I have done little series here and there. I have quite a few on my shelves that I really just need to get into and read. But I love it when a new world is set up. We've got magical powers, new characters, and all these things. So I really want to get into it. I was scrolling through TikTok one day and I saw someone do a Raven review of this book. Then I clicked the button and I just saw so many people talking about how they love this book. So, you know me, immediately I went on Amazon and I ordered it. So, The Sword of Kagan. Do I know what it's about? I don't remember. And I'm just going to be honest. I don't remember what this book is about. But I'm going to read it. And just completely honest about the whole don't remember part, that's good for me, because if I know generally what a book is about and I know how it's going to end, I don't want to read it. I'm the same way about movies. If I watch more than 30 seconds of the preview and I see what's coming up next, I most likely do not want to watch the movie. So when I'm watching a preview, I either turn around or I cut it off or something like that because I don't want to see the entire preview. For that reason, I don't normally read the synopsis / summary of the book because I don't want to ruin it for myself. I don't necessarily like how they tell half of the story in order for you to get to the other part, because I'm like, why read half the story if you're just going to tell it to me? So I can't tell you what this book is about, which might be a good thing. I can tell you what some of the other books that I'm going to share with you are about, but I'm still going to read them. So, The Black Prism by Brent Weeks. So, when I went to Barnes & Nobles and I was just looking through the sci-fi fantasy section, I saw that there is a new book in this series. It's like book number 5, and I wanted to read it, but I haven't even read book 1, so I decided to pick it up. Now, the people in this story are, I guess they have a superpower that has to do with prisms, and the main character is an emperor that finds out that he has a son that is a secret. And so in order to keep his power, he has had to conquer another land, and so now he finds out that the son that he has is actually in a warring kingdom that he conquered or something. So he has to like make a decision about what he's willing to do to keep that secret. So the exciting thing about this book for me is that it's a part of a series. It's a big book. I really like big books. Like, I really love reading big books. And one of the reasons is because I love sitting with the characters. So that's exciting. And then because it's going to go through a 5-book series for me, that's also exciting. So I'm looking forward to getting into this. I'm hoping that I absolutely love it and that I can give it a Raven review. We'll see. Next, this is The Henna Artist by Alika Joshi or Yoshi. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it, but I picked this up because I saw another book that she wrote called The Perfume Artist or something like that, or The Perfumer. Anywho, that book is one of the newest books that are published, and this one is the first on her list. So I wasn't sure if it was a part of a series, and I wanted to be able to read them all. So I went ahead and I picked this one up. It seems to be a tale of two sisters. I've already started reading it, and it's really good. I'm looking forward to continuing with the book and giving this one a Raven review as well, so that I can go into her other books and enjoy them. It is set in India, and it is a new adventure for me through someone else's culture, so I'm definitely enjoying that, and it's causing me to stretch myself. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'm hoping that I'll love it so much that I'll want to read the next book that she wrote. The next book I picked up is Inkblood Sister Scribes by Emma Torres. The reason why I picked up this book is because I was looking at the Brent Weeks book, and this book was the only one on the shelf sitting like this, and this just became kind of appealing to me. Right now, I guess I'm feeling purple. Last month, I was feeling more of a pink, but anyway, I read the back of it. It was really interesting, and I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, so I left it sitting on the shelves. I came home with the Brent Weeks book, and I started cooking dinner while listening to this book in Scribd. As I listened to it, I realized that this was going to be a book that I would want to have on my shelves. And the reason why is because it's a bookish book. It's really about people who are bookkeepers, but the books have power, and a family has to be protected, and so does the secret of the books. So as I was listening to it, and I just, I understood that all the things about books, the smell, the feeling, what comes out of the book, how books should be valued, it was all coming across through the pages of this book, and I was like, nah, I gotta go back. So took a trip back to Barnes & Nobles and picked this one up, and I am currently reading it and enjoying it. Obviously, when I buy a book, I'm like hoping that it's going to be really good. I seldom buy books that have been said to not be good, so I'm always looking to give it a really good review, but it doesn't mean, of course, that I will, because it really all depends on the book. And sometimes a book can be really, really good until it's about 75% of the way done, and then something happens in the end and it kind of changes the book quality for me, and then I'm making excuses as to why it needs to be a 4 instead of a 5 or what have you. So yeah. Okay, this one is next. It is Within Arm's Reach by Anne Napolitano. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I wanted to say Neapolitan. Anywho, I got this book because it was sitting at the register when I was purchasing my other books from Barnes & Nobles, and this was the book of the month. It was half off, and they told me that this book is basically about a family who has communication issues but learned that communication is really important, but begin to share their secrets and their stories with one another. And I just thought that was intriguing. I just want to see what this journey is going to be like going through with this family. And I wanted to know why Barnes & Nobles felt like it qualified for the book of the month. I've seen them do this often where they are listing books of the month. I haven't purchased all of them, but it just makes me really wonder sometimes, why are they selecting that book as the book of the month? And it's out of all the books they could choose, why that one? So I purchased this one, and I thought it was a cute cover too, and I'm gonna come to learn why, if I even think it should have been chosen. And finally, I have The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. I picked this one up at Target. It was one of those like extra buys while I was out there just kind of shopping. This sticker does not mean I got 20% off. I know it always says that, but I'm like, I don't know if it really means that. I need to get this sticker off of it. But what intrigued me about this book, I did read the back cover. What intrigued me about this book was the fact that the person, and I believe it's a her, yeah, Nora, she is going through life, and there's all these questions that she has, and all of a sudden the library is what opens up a new adventure for her. I don't know if you can tell, but I love books about books because I just absolutely love books. And so anything that someone normally writes about a book or a journey through a book or a library, you've probably got my purchase, because I just want to own it and I want to see what it's going to be like. And I love to read about people reading books and enjoying books. It's crazy because I have books on my bookshelf about how to read a book and what to read next. So yeah, I had to buy it. That was it for my personal book haul. Of course, my children got some books. There are some things that my youngest daughter is reading and my teenage daughter is reading, which I probably will pick up soon, that my teenage daughter is reading, because she has some great reading choices a lot of times. But this is all that I have for now. Thank you so much for joining me. If you are someone who has read any of these books, let me know what you thought about them down in the comments. If you are considering reading the books, tell me which ones you're thinking about reading. And also, if you are thinking about becoming a Bookish Corner member, you can become a Patreon supporter and get access to our monthly book club if you decide to join. For our monthly book club for the month of June, we are reading The Housemaid by Freida McFadden, and we will be joining in soon to discuss it. So I'm looking forward to it. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, then don't forget to reach out. Again, you can find me more here or over on TikTok and Instagram at Mrs. R Bookish. So thank you so much for watching and joining. Don't forget to hit that like button and to subscribe. And until next time, bye.